Hello, today I'm going to go over the Classcraft game that I created. The game has something to do with multiplication times tables, and when I designed this, I wanted to create a game that would get the students really motivated and really excited about memorizing their times tables, because typically I have found in my teaching experience that students don't really have the desire to learn, or once they learn a few, they don't continue to learn throughout the year. So I thought this would be a really fun and interesting way to get them really excited about learning them. So here we go. Once they log in, they can only see one task at a time, but here's what it looks like from my screen. So they start with the introduction and they go through for the 2 times tables all the way up until the 12, and then their final goal would be where they would meet or rescue the queen, which was what I set as my story. So for the introduction, I went through the story. I kind of just made one up about how there was a battle and the queen needed someone to come and save her, and that would be the student's job by showing their knowledge of the times tables. And then for each one, here is the story, and then the different tasks where they will go through and solve each times table from 1 to 12. If they need to, for a little bit of differentiation, I also linked a video from YouTube that just goes over all the different equations, showing them skip counting, just another strategy that they can use if they need to. For each different level, they are awarded 100 XP, and then it takes them to the next task. So I went through and did that for each different one. So here's a little bit more of the story. You made it past the Forbidden Forest. You need to answer your times tables, and then same thing, the video that I linked in, and then the actual equations that they would need to solve. And then the final at the end, once they go, so the 12 times tables would be the last one that they went to. And I would be checking these weekly so I could know whether or not they had achieved the next level, and I would manually go in and just input that they had passed, which I did play as a student, and I did have them go past the second one just to see what would happen. So that's why you'll notice that green check mark down there at the bottom, and that's just saying that they had gone through and passed the one that they needed to. So I actually went and logged in as a student just so I could actually see what the game looked like. That way I would be able to explain it to my students when the time comes for me to have them actually do it. And I just wanted to see what my final product looked like to make sure that it had all the elements that I wanted it to have. So this is the character that I created. And then when you go through, you can look at, there's different equipment that the students are able, different accessories that they can get, just to kind of make it fun and silly. And they can buy different things by going to different levels and achieving different points, different armor and accessories, just to kind of make it interesting for them. And so if you go here to quests, so the students are actually only able to see the tasks that they have completed so far. So my virtual character has only gotten through the second times tables. So they would start when they go in with the 3 times tables. And so here's the little story that I created just to kind of make it more interesting and fun for them. And then once they continue, there's the video that was linked in, and also just the times tables that they would need to be able to complete. So once that was taken in class, I could go through and either move them up a level or if they were not able to complete it with 100% accuracy, then I would change the I would just have them do some small group instruction. That way I could know which level they're at and where they need some help with, or whether or not they're ready to go on to the next step. I had a lot of fun this week. I thought this was something really relevant and really interesting that I could definitely use in class, and I've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and have a great day.